Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the C.P4.3 mission from the Georgian Oil War campaign for the Su-25T. Looking at the mission briefing, we've got a morning mission in the winter. There's just a high cloud layer, so light won't be a problem. Be pretty easy to spot your targets. Looking at the allies, we've got 3 Mi-8 helicopters that are pertinent to the mission goals that we'll get into later. Looking at the threat, we've got Stinger man pads, truck-mounted Zu-23 AAA, and Gepard AAA. There's no air threat to worry about. Looking at the mission planner. The objective of this mission is to escort 3 Mi-8 helicopters to these Spetsnaz destinations over here. So the helicopters are going to come and land at this insertion drop zone to the south. They're going to drop off 3 groups of Spetsnaz soldiers who are then going to march to each of these Spetsnaz destinations here. In order to protect them, the soldiers after they land, there's going to be 3 enemy response groups that start moving after the helicopters unload their troops. So we got the first group over here, 2 APCs. It's going to kind of come down through the city. I'll switch the map here so we can see it better. Come down through the city along this white line and then just follow the road almost all the way to this village over here where the Spetsnaz Group 3 is, and then head off the road and head in there and attack them. The second group is coming from up here, another 2 APCs. Kind of just east of this artillery group here. So it's coming a little bit southeast along the roads and then attacking near the drop zone. It's going to loop around into the south end of this village here. And the third group is up here. It's going to come more or less straight down and come into this village to the north. So we'll need to kill all 3 of those groups to protect the soldiers and get the mission completion. Other units in the area to be aware of as we're coming in from the east, we've got a random spawn tank group here, so this may or may not be there, but it's got a Gepard with it. Switch back to satellite. We got this IFV group here that'll have a man pad, and then potentially these are random spawns as well. The man pad's a random spawn. We've got this truck mounted Zu-23 there, Gepard a little further along. We've got this artillery group here that's got a man pad with it, as well as a Zu-23 coming further west. We got a Zu-23 out in space here. We got a command and control group with a Gepard and a man pad, and another Zu-23 up here. And then further west, we got another artillery group, again, another man pad and a Gepard. And then we've got a tank group that's a random spawn here. If it spawns, it'll have a Gepard with it. And then we've got a truck-mounted Zu-23 down in the south here. So as you're following the route, you're going to be killing all that stuff to kind of make the way for your helicopters, just reduce the chances that they get shot at and either get killed or distracted away from their mission. So the overall plan, we'll take off out of Sanaki, we'll ignore the waypoints, just turn south immediately, head south to Ozurgeti. That's this city here. The best way to find that, be pretty easy to spot in the big clearing. You'll have the Koboleti airfield. Directly east of that, the first big city you see is going to be Ozurgeti, and it's right up against the mountains and the trees, so not too hard to spot. Once you're overflying Ozurgeti, you're going to look southwest, and you'll kind of find this lane through the snow that leads to the coast. So you're going to got trees on each side, and there's kind of a corridor in between. And once we get to Ozurgeti, we're going to anchor the wingman there to protect him from all the anti-air, and then start searching and destroying all the anti-air we just talked about, all those man pads and AAA. So just start from the east, grab anything you can, just be careful, get up high so you're out of range of this stuff, and just carefully scan with your Shkval and find it. Anything you find, kill it. It's not critical that we kill any of this stuff, but it will reduce the odds of the helicopters getting interfered with. Once the helicopters report that they've got to their IP, their the initial point, go ahead and call your wingman to you and head south and start kind of a east-west racetrack to the south of all this stuff. And start scoping out where those response groups are. So the best way to find those is to first spot where the Spetsnaz are going to be going. So we'll be able to see the city of Koboleti to the west here. It looks like kind of like a chair or something here. We've got this road and this river that comes out of the east side of it. One of those response groups is going to be right on that road, so they're pretty easy to spot. You can even spot them in the city before they start moving. But once you've got Koboleti spotted, you'll see this big chunk of city here, kind of almost pointing like a finger out. And then this chunk of trees, and then this little village in between the next two, in between that chunk of trees and the next one here in this little clearing. So once you've got kind of that all lined up, you'll have a good reference point for finding those response groups and knowing, if you don't find the APCs in time, the enemy APCs, and they get all the way to where they're going, then you'll know where to look. It's going to be at the eastern edge of this kind of finger village here, and then right in the middle of this village here. So like I said, the first group is easy to spot on the road, but it's going to take a while for him to get to where he's going, so probably not the first one you're going to look for. The other two groups are a little bit harder to spot, but there are some reference points you can use. So if we look at the second guy's route, he's kind of coming southwest, but he's going to come through the trees at the south end here. So if you come from the south, you find this little village in the clearing, then find the road that comes up through here, take that left fork, and then just kind of keep tracing that road up. Look along that road for those APCs. If you don't see them right away, just look for the other ones. So the next group is coming more directly from the north. So once we find this village in the clearing, go to the northeast corner of that, and then go straight north from there and find the road and just trace that road route all the way up. Once you see one of these groups, go ahead and direct your wingman to attack one of them. So the best way to do that is lock one unit up on the Skrbal, then direct your wingman to attack your target. You don't want to just tell him to attack everything because he'll fly around attacking all the anti-air that's not important to the mission and just get killed really quickly. So direct him onto one target and then quickly target the other one and shoot at it. That way you should be able to eliminate both APCs in each group in one pass as long as your wingman's alive. Though he probably will get killed pretty quickly by something you didn't have the time to clean up. If you're looking for either of these two groups and you don't see them and you're looping back around, anytime you get a chance to kind of look from the east to the west along this road to the south, that's a good opportunity to pick up this first response group. So essentially you just need to keep doing that until you've killed all the APCs, all 6 APCs, so those 3 response groups, and then you need to wait for the Spetsnaz troops to march to their destinations. That can take a while. So if you're sure you've killed all APCs and you haven't got the mission complete yet, you can hang out if you got the fuel, or you can just RTB and wait for the troops to arrive. Once all 6 APCs are dead and the troops have all arrived at their destinations, at least some remnant of each of the 3 groups have arrived at their destinations, then you'll get the mission complete text. You can end the mission. All right, start the mission. There's the Spetsnaz helicopters there. It's going to take them a while to get where they're going. Turn south, go find the big city, Ozergeti, and then start working towards Kobaleti city, clearing out any anti-air we can find. Koboleti airfield there, Koboleti City further back. So Ozurgeti will be over here on the left somewhere. That city right there. So we'll overfly that. And as we start looking out to the west from there, we can see this sort of lane of snow heading out to the coast. We're going to find a bunch of enemy groups along there. We'll check back in that little village surrounded by the trees there. There's a tank group that could spawn there. If so, it'll have a Gepard with it. Otherwise, we'll start running through that lane, looking for whatever we can find to kill for anti-air. Just want to reduce the risk of something shooting at our helicopters and causing them to get destroyed or distracted. Anchor the wingman here for now. Alright, I don't see any tanks there, so I don't think we got that spawn. Got something back here. Maybe a Zu-23. See if I can hit that with a TV guided missile since it's so heavy. Just waiting for a lock. Taking a real long time to get a lock here. There we go. Alright, we got one of the response groups there, but we'll leave that alone until it starts moving. Got a man pad here we can kill. I'll target that Humvee and then use the other TV guided missile. There should be enough splash damage to kill the man pad. Just waiting for that lock again. I'm going to lay it back on the throttle and pump some flares out in case we got a little close to that man pad. I think that missile missed. Got a man pad here. Kill that. we'll take another shot at this man pad here.
We have reached our IP. Clear the path for us so we can land. Out.
Go ahead and call the wingman to me. I think the helicopters will be landing soon. There, we got a man pad in this group too. Feel that. I think it's time to start scoping out the enemy positions for the response groups. Helicopter should be landing soon, so we need to be ready to act quickly. One of them should be coming right out of this road, coming out of Kubaleti. It's probably over there on the bridge. I think I see a couple little dots there. See, trying to read all these trees here.
105,
I think one of the groups is going
Spetsnaz
to
Team
that
1
little
is
city right
disembarked.
there.
Out.
The other two are, I think, in there. I think the easternmost ones will probably get attacked quicker. So be ready to address those first. Right, I think the response groups will be moving now.
Keep an eye out for any enemy patrols around our area. Out.
One of them was coming from where the Spetsnaz are, up through these trees. Just forking the road up here. That doesn't look right. Over here somewhere. Okay, I see two of them. Alright, send the wingman on that guy. I'll take this one. I can see the guys on the road there. I'll take those. Same deal, send the wingman on the first one, I'll take second. hit, so he's probably out. I see them on the road there. If we can at least get them stopped here before they get to the trees. Pumping out a lot of flares and cutting throttle. So just need to find that one last guy on the road to the west. Should have scattered off the road somewhere, and that should be it. A nice fireball there to use to help find him. Bad guys are shooting at something. This might be the helicopters on their way out. Not sure where the other guy scattered to. Just kind of hoping for a random lock here. I guess I can check the road later. Alright, getting too close. Not seeing them along the road. Want to get up nice and high above any of the threats in the area so I can just autopilot and look real close with the camera. Fortunately, we got a lot of glare here, but I think I found him. Yeah, That's him. I thought that was the last unit. I'll have to check for fireballs everywhere, I guess. So I'm gonna check that first group we attacked. Yep, 2 smoking holes there. Next one was over here. Those are both dead. And the last one's both dead. Must be waiting for something else at this point. Maybe the Spetsnaz troops haven't arrived yet. Or they landed, but maybe they haven't marched to where they're going yet. I think they land kind of right in there, and then one of the groups marches into that city over here. Might take a while. See something south of the road there, we can attack that.
Spetsnaz team leader 105. We are taking fire down here. What are you doing up there? We need cover now. Out.
Fuel 1500.
I'm not seeing the Gepard that's with that tank group. Well, maybe it's back in that building there. Yeah, there he is. There isn't much point in me hanging around now, so I'll just head back. If I RTB before the mission is complete, then we'll just watch on the map as the Spetsnaz troops march to where they're going. But as soon as they get where they're going, it should be mission complete. Might see some of the guys on the ground there.
Mission success. All primary enemy forces have been destroyed. The Spetsnaz team is in place and providing us with excellent intel. You may continue to engage targets of opportunity or RTB. Out.
Alright, there's mission success. I'll just head back now. Alright, there's Sanaki there. That'll do it.